When I got the call that Patty was going into the Hall of Fame and that she was kind enough to ask me to be the one to do this, you can't imagine what that means to you. When somebody thinks enough of you in their greatest moment that they're going to experience, that they choose you to be the one to do that. We are, yeah. I had this whole speech planned. Don Slitch wrote it for me. And that damn Kyle Young, he stole every word I was going to say over there. So I was going to tell the story about going to fanfare, and there was Patty in the line. And you know that what you didn't tell about that part, what was funny was nobody knew who in the hell I was that was in the line. I think Patty might have been the only one. But in those days, I was on RCA, and Alabama was hot, Charlie Pride was hot, and he'd sit in their booth, and the people would all line up, and they'd get in their line and everything, and there was all these people that had all this Alabama stuff, you know. They had it close to their chest, and they'd just look at me in the booth, and they wouldn't come and ask me for my autograph because they'd lose their place in line. And that's my first memory of fanfare. And but Patty came up and said, "Hey, I like what you do, and I'm an artist, and we're gonna sing together someday." And boy, did we! Boy, did we! Kyle referenced When I Call Your Name. I'd sung on several of Patty's records prior to that, her first hits, you know, like he said, and it was fun for me because she did great music, and it was great to harmonize with, and it always felt like that was the little sister I always wanted to sing with. And when you do this as much as we do, guys like myself and Ricky, we sung on everybody's records, and well over 1,000 artists for me at this point after 50 years of doing this, and that's what I see, that's what I hear in her voice, is that blood harmony that I yearned for my whole life. That's what we sound like together, brother and sister. And I've got stories I might tell, but I probably shouldn't, and we'd probably be better off, but my God, we toured together all the time, and what was fun about touring with Patty is all the songs she wouldn't do in her set, I just do them in the encore. I'd do about 8 of Patty's songs when we were done, and 'cause I love playing on them and singing on them, and we just have such a deep and respected friendship. You know, her husband Emery and I are friends for 45 years. We met when I was a 19-year-old kid moving out to California, and there's your genius for you. I moved to California with a banjo. Don't try that. It worked for Steve Martin, but that was about it. But this was his guidance, and him and Tony, and the songs they chose, and the career she's had it's magical, because I think Patty possesses maybe the most authentic voice I might have ever heard. So I'll keep this short, and just so grateful for the love that we have for each other and the respect. And please come up here and let us induct you as the newest member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Patty Loveless. Now you're in trouble.
I know I am.
Go look at the top. Good luck.
If anybody knows me in this room, they know how emotional I can get, and I'm trying to hold it together, but I will. My goodness, seeing everyone, Sister Sadie, Deanie, thank you so much. You girls, you were absolutely wonderful on the Sounds of Loneliness. I think y'all should cut that. And it just, with Bob here, Seeger, Bob, that was a real shock for me. I would never have expected that. I was trying to think, who could it be? And for Vince to do Lonely Too Long, he always told me that was a favorite song of his. And to hear him do it, Vince, I think you should cut that too. Hey, Bob, I'm a song plugger. But going back over all the years, the one person I wish truly could be here with me tonight is my brother, Roger Ramey. He passed away last year, last June in 2022. And this was always a dream of ours as young kids coming to Nashville. And when I would walk through the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum, and I'd walk around, and when it was over on 16th Avenue, when we were hanging out in Nashville, it just felt so comforting to walk among those. And to be a part of that now is, it truly is an honor. And I don't think that I could really have done this without many, many people that supported me. And always, because like they said, I was a real shy kid, but they were always pushing me, and my brother was one, my whole family. Doyle and Teddy Wilburn, the Wilburn brothers, Porter and Dolly, they always were very supportive. And in this audience right now, all of you, that the music is just amazing to me that I have been allowed to live the life that I have lived and been blessed to know each and every one of you. I feel like I'm stumbling because I am a little emotional. But I want to say thank you to my husband, Emery Gordy, that we made a lot of wonderful music together. And and Tony Brown, you know, when I took a chance on this young girl, and I'm very, very thankful to each and every one of you. I'm a little bit weak right now in the legs. Gosh, I know I'm stumbling, and I so much want to say that Vince, when we started making music together and traveling together, it was just amazing. And the relationship that we developed together as far as artists. I want to say thank you to each and every one. And forgive me, I'm a little bit taken back by this, and I have to step back. Thank you so much. It's an honor.